Hi, my name is Simon Wells. I'm an emergency management coordinator for the City of Toronto, and I'm making a quick advisory video for aspiring emergency managers online. I'll tell you really briefly how I got into emergency management. I'll give you a quick overview of what I've done, and then I'll give you what I think is my best advice for getting into the field. I spent a number of years in the Canadian Army, and despite my best efforts, I actually didn't get to deploy to Afghanistan. So one day I Googled something to the effect of things you can do in Canada that are like the Army or something like that, and I found emergency management, and I started reading on it, and I became really interested, and I started searching out jobs, and I applied for a lot of jobs, and I finally got one with the Canadian federal government in Public Safety Canada, which is their equivalent to FEMA. And I spent a couple years there and held another role, and then I landed at the City of Toronto just in time for the COVID-19 pandemic. Um, I've had a few roles in mostly emergency operations, working in emergency operations centers. I've worked in the general staff as operations, plans, and logistics staff. I've held leadership positions there, and I like to think I've had some impact on emergency responses, big and small, and I've got a few of them under my belt now. There's more to emergency management than preparedness and response. I think recovery and mitigation are things that are phases that are often overlooked, and they're very important phases. In fact, when done properly, they reduce the need for preparedness and response. And so I think there's a lot of opportunity in the field. And I guess the advice that I would give to aspiring emergency managers is to look at your skills and look at your the perspectives and the experience you have and your position in your community and bring that to the table as an emergency manager because there's a need for um, viewpoint diversity. There's much more than just the operations world, and there's a lot of need for advocacy and for expertise in the needs of vulnerable populations, in protecting critical infrastructure, and there's a lot of relation between those things. And so, if you're aspiring to become an emergency manager, I would really drill down on your own skills. Don't despair. You don't need to have a master's in emergency management to get into the field. I think what you need most is expertise, and you need the ability to communicate and the ability to build relationships and access expertise and exercise a bit of influence. So learn how to communicate, hone in on your communication skills, and learn and just read as much as you can. I think good emergency managers spend a lot of time reading and a lot of time thinking and very little time reacting. I think good emergency management is slow and it's deliberate and it's comprehensive. And so if you can focus your analytical skills and your communication skills and build your network, I think that'll serve you well as you break into the field. So good luck to you all.